parent, okay, definitely the child want to leave them, okay. In that case, the connection will be less, or they will not connect at all, okay. Once they come into that, they feel like I escaped from the situation, okay. And if the parents are attentive parents, then the connection will remain the same, and they will be able to manage the same connection through various means, maybe video calls or maybe messages like that. Then, so yes, there will be so many other common mental health issues like depression, anxiety, then anger issue, and manage the interventions, okay, which we need to start from the. So I practiced psychotherapy over there. So now I'm talking myself from the view of a practitioner than academician. If you ask Dr. Kishan Soni, he's an academician. Okay. So myself, from my experience, all these 13 years of experience, whatever she told, why the children are leaving home and what are the difficulties they are undergoing. Okay. So you talked everything from the point of view of the probably the Indian children, isn't it, who are moving inside the country. If you see the Gulf population or the population of children who are living outside, or we call it as expatriate population, where they don't get the citizenship, they have to come back to India for their higher studies. Those are the population island. No other go, because they can't study in the Gulf countries. The education system is very costlier, so they have to come back to India. It is like by force, almost like by force. So in that situation, no other go, because parent has to live in abroad, because they have to support other siblings also. So they have to come here, or they have to leave the country, or they have to leave the parents. So force decision, okay.
Dr. Shraddha Vasupal, she is not present today. She is having some kind of health issues. So my research topic is a correlational study between depression and intensive mobile usage among adolescents in the city of Tezpur. So this is the outline of my presentation today. It includes introduction, Indian scenario, scope, objectives, work methodology, results, limitations and future scope, and finally the conclusion. So we are all familiar with depression, right? It's just like the ABCD of psychology, we can say clinical psychology. So depression is it is a sobering reality that no country in this entire world, we can say, is free of depression. Like whether be it Ukraine with only 4.5% of depression rate, then Australia with 5.6% of depression rate. Even then they are having some amount of or some percentage of depression. So no country in this world can entirely say that we are entirely free from depression. So it is a global phenomenon that sees no geographical boundaries, no cultural differences or socio-economic disparities. And now with the advent of this new normal of digitalization and this new introduction of AI, ChatGPT.
But interesting point is that they cannot produce it in the court of law as a conclusive evidence, because illegally they have done. For that they have to, that's the intelligence department, so that's their responsibility. But for us, we need to know, suppose if I am making it, because normally call it can be interesting. It's very easy. Now it's an open secret. But if you make it will be different. But that is what I was trying to, I was putting my humble effort to emphasize. See, AI, okay, suppose my DP, which was for whoever sends you friend request in Facebook or in WhatsApp or any social media, he or she will be having a very nice DP. Okay? That DP instantly what you can do, so we don't have to go to a police department to file a say, because before getting victimized. So that thing at least psychologically or cognitively, so that's much awareness you need to have, because when you buy a computer, it's a virgin computer. But only thing is you will have to install app or something like this. So now see, it's like little bit of intelligence or every human being they have. So one thing it should be built in your memory or in your mind. Things like instantly those who are into most of the time they put in their cyber activities. Whenever they get the friend request of that sort, then instantly, because there are some lot of open source tools to figure out whether it is a perpetrator or is a good guy or bad guy. Then the photograph you have. But then that photograph you should search in the Google or the Yandex. So there at least similar photo you will get. Okay, then you will know that this guy is a fake guy. So it's the first stage. Secondly, that the phone number or whatever phone calls he makes, instantly you should verify it's a real number. Suppose you are getting a phone call from America. So it's a VoIP call. Probably you know what is VoIP call. Okay. VoIP calls like only this is soft calls, it's software generated calls. There is an app you can download that's it's not a crime. Suppose I'm holding a gun, it's not a crime. It's a holding a crime. If I'm holding my spectacle case, it's not a weapon. If I use this as my spectacle case to injure you, then it's a weapon. So now that's why I'm telling you that installing the softwares like I said text now. So it's not a crime unless you commit some crime. So there's a hell lot of this kind of apps through which you can make soft calls. So now whether it's a soft call or it's an original call, that you can verify. No net here, no hotspot. One second, I saw. Sir, how many minutes I can continue?
Yeah, please continue.
Okay, fine. Thank you, sir. Recently I was posted in CID. Most of the cases registered are cyber victims. This is something like that only. It's basically a fraud. It's a fraud bit. The stranger from time will become your friend through any social media platform. The intimacy grows on chatting. Then suddenly the victim will get a call from a foreign country. See, I can see this is very easy. You can make call impersonating anyone. Suppose if you got to know my phone number, you can make call others using my number also. These are all fish calls. So you can download that text now, and there are a hell lot of apps. So then a little bit of customization is required. You can make call as if you are calling from United States, as if you are calling from Pakistan, as if you are calling from Bangladesh, as if you are calling from any foreign country. But you are making call. Only thing is what one app needs to be installed. Then you can make call, fish call, whatever you want like make. So now this fish call, this victim will get, and then on the second step I said he'll give some stimuli. Then the victim will get an information that one expensive gift is underway, and then the victim he'll get a call from custom department. Again, this is a fish call, or maybe it's a exact number also. Then the custom guy will tell that one of the expensive gift has arrived from foreign country, and for custom clearance you have to pay some exchange. Then finally the victim will pay the amount, and then after that the perpetrator will leave no trace and he goes into oblivion. So only thing is now that only when the victim approaches to police for investigation, only information, because the perpetrator doesn't have any physical address, any physical existence. The perpetrator he looks like this. He states that this kind of information, which is it's like figure out that prima facie of the case, the police department will not have any information. Only thing is some phone calls, IP address, and these are all soft in nature. So that's how investigation goes. That I will not discuss. Now the thing is how psychology play a critical role to this kind of crime get executed. So now, as all of you know probably that what is amygdala? A small almond-shaped tissue in human brain. Its responsibility is what? He only captures, in my language, the current environment. Then what he does, he feeds to the prefrontal cortex to take a decision. It may be executive or it may be rational. So now, it's a part of limbic system. So actually what happens, he creates in such a situation that the response of our limbic system, the other responses, other things we will not discuss, only the fight or flight response actually then gets crashed. So that then perpetrator he manipulates things in such a way that the victim she or he forgets that he's under the attack of some kind of psychological manipulation. Then she gets or he gets to compromise with security protocols, and whatever the malicious intention the perpetrator had, and it gets accomplished. And later on, what happens? And again, in my cases, I have investigated so many cases of that sort. And after coming to police also, the victim says, no, that guy was good only. That thing means something wrong with me only. Suppose I know one elderly lady, she was a very senior civil officer. His daughter only brought us, her mother to police station. And till filing of the case also, the victim was behaving as if nothing happened to her. No, my daughter is only at fault. She's having some kind of misunderstanding. So that was the situation when it's like through social engineering, when the victim gets compromised and he or she is duped, and after being duped also, he doesn't realize that something odd happened. So this is all about psychological this operation, what I said, the social engineering attack. This is the most widely used tactics by the perpetrator to get to put you in trance and then to compromise all the security protocols and finally get compromised or victimized. But that's all from my end, and if you have any queries, I would love to answer.
খুব ভাল পাইছে মোৰ ডান্স লাজ লাগে মোৰো বিৰাট লাজ লাগে মোৰ ভিতৰত
Very good question and very practical problem. You sit up. Very practical problem. See, as it is, there are other problems also, because once a person comes to you and starts discussing, there may be an issue that you get triggered. I'm telling you, I lost my father at the age of 11. So whenever somebody comes with this kind of a problem that he or she has lost the parent at a young age and therefore there are certain problems which are taking place, then I also get triggered. And all the issues comes. You have to be very open in such a plane that whenever you get triggered, you should definitely pass the case to somebody else. You should not try to keep the counseling with you, because then you cannot be. See, there are.
I already know this technique, how can I apply? And then my emotional problem, like it will remain as a problem. So when I'm already dealing with a problem, how can I deal with others' problems, right? So how can I overcome that barrier?
very good question and very, very practical problem. You sit down. Very, very practical problem. See, as it is, there are other problems also, because once a person comes to you and starts discussing, there may be an issue that you get triggered. I'm telling you, I lost my father at the age of 11. So whenever somebody comes with this kind of a problem that he or she has lost the parent at a young age, and therefore there are certain problems which are taking place, then I also get triggered. And all the issues comes. You have to be very, very open in such a plane that whenever you get triggered, you should definitely pass the case to somebody else. You should not try to keep the counseling with you, because then you cannot be. See, there are
Universities in West Bengal. Her research contributions include over 20 research papers published in national and international journals, along with 5 book chapters. She has also acted as a reviewer for several journals and has been an active participant as a presenter, speaker and chairperson in national and international conferences. Dr. Datta's research interests encompass stress management, psychotherapy, rehabilitation, clinical psychology and forensic psychology. I request her to grace the audience with her knowledge.
ये आपने से वीडियो है